So I wanted to do a short video on this room that we're putting together. These slatted walls are becoming really popular, and what you're looking at here is the majority of a 4x8 piece of maple plywood that I ripped down into strips. And it's a simple process to do, really. I mean, you just rip the strips, you stain them, you cover them with a nice poly, and then up they go. But the reason I want to do this is some of the tips that if you decide to take on a job like this or do a room like this, one of the things that I did at the bottom is I did a quarter cove molding. So I wanted a nice finished look along the bottom, but I didn't want it resting on the baseboard. So I took a quarter cove, turned it on its side so that the flat side was up, and then it gave me a nice flat landing spot for all the strips, and just came out with a nice aesthetic. One of the other things that I wanted to point out, because this, she wanted it so that it looked like it was layered, right? So you got the shelf that's sitting on top of the slats, the mirrors on top of the slats. But, I didn't want to just run the slats all the way down and try to put the casing on top of that. So what I did is I don't know if you can see it down there, there is a 3/4 inch plywood behind the cabinet. It's probably inch and a half less than the top and the bottom, so it's a little skinnier. It is the same width as the slats, right? So by putting that on the wall and attaching that to the studs, it gave me a nice mounting point for the cabinet. And then by making it a little bit smaller, shorter than the cabinet, it gave me the opportunity to run the maple strips down and run them up so that it presented the illusion that the cabinet was attached to the strips. Final thing I wanted to offer is, when you're looking at, if you look at doing a project like this, don't do it all in one wood. Take a look at some different woods that you might like. I mean, within this, we got the maple that was used for the slats. We have a different wood for the cabinet. And then if you look at the floating shelves, those are actually some scraps, some 8/4 walnut pieces that I had in the shop, and I just finished those up and stained those up so that they, they matched and they went in here. So there you go. If you decide to take on a project like this, just know that it's not that hard. And if you have any questions or looking for any other tips, just drop me a line.